What's up, people on YouTube? Today on Krakens Comics, we're doing silly superhero tropes. As fans of the comic book genre, we have to suspend our sense of reality, right? It's kind of part of the fun of reading comic books. These characters have these amazing abilities. They can fly, they can walk through walls, they can turn invisible. They're really good looking people, but they inspire us. They're everything that we want to be, and also they're heroes. They save lives, they save the world. Comic book fans are very passionate. We don't like anybody messing with these characters. We don't want anybody changing them around. But there are some superhero tropes that are so silly and ridiculous, we don't bat an eye at. They've become such a foundation of the comic book mythos that we just accept them and move on. A really big superhero trope is the secret identity. Now, the secret identity really doesn't hold as much weight as it used to. If you open up any comic book today, everybody knows who the hero is. But back in the day, the secret identity was a well-kept, guarded secret. Our heroes needed one so they could protect their friends and their families from their enemies. Now, this is an actual fact. Superman is the second most recognized person on the planet. He's not even a real person. He's a fictitious character, and he's number 2. Who's number 1? My homeboy, Jesus Christ. We all know that Clark Kent is Superman's secret identity, and the way he chooses to disguise himself is he puts on a suit, a pair of glasses, and he combs his hair with a part. That's it. We're okay with this because that's the story we've been told since we've been little kids, and we just accept it. He just wears a pair of glasses and nobody recognizes him. My thing is this: how is Lois Lane a Pulitzer Prize winning reporter? She's with this guy day in and day out. For years, they practically share a cubicle together. I mean, she has her suspicions, but she never figures it out. In fact, Superman has to tell her. He's like, hey, Lois, I'm Superman. Look. All it takes is a pair of glasses. Unless you have a full-on face mask that covers your mouth, you don't have a secret identity. Anybody can recognize you. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you pictures of people who played Batman. I'm just going to show you their mouth, and I guarantee you know who they are. Look, who is this? Who is that? Yeah, it's Adam West. What about this guy? Who's that? Yeah, it's Ben Affleck and his butt chin. I guarantee you, if you were in the supermarket and you bumped into the guy who makes the Bad Dad videos and he didn't have his mask on, you'd be like, holy, it's the guy from the Bad Dad videos. Another big superhero trope is the secret headquarters. Our heroes need a place to hang up their cape and get away from the world. The Justice League, they have that giant space station up in the sky, the Watchtower. Superman has the Fortress of Solitude. Batman arguably has the best secret headquarters in all of comic book history, the Batcave. When we're first introduced to the Batcave, there's like a stripper pole and a Commodore 64. That's it. If you go to the Batcave today, there's like a Starbucks down there. I mean, there's different platforms and levels with stairs. How does he get all that stuff down there? There's a bat plane, there's a bat boat, there's a whole collection of Batmobiles. At one point, he starts his own museum down there. He has like a costume collection. He has that giant penny, the Joker card, that T-Rex. How did he get all that stuff down there? What? Did Alfred help him? The old butler? I actually know how the Batcave was built, but I don't want to say because in today's America, everyone gets offended so easily. All right, I'm just going to tell you how the Batcave was built. Bruce Wayne went to Gotham. He went to the local bodega. He hired a bunch of day laborers. They built the Batcave, and then when they were done, he had them deported. I know, it's a messed up thing to say, but if you think about it, it makes total sense. If it makes you feel any better, he paid them very well, and they're living like kings back in their country. Viva la Mexico! Another big superhero trope, and this is a big one for me, it's the costume change. Now, for some characters, it's really not a big deal. Again, Superman, there's a cat up in a tree. He just runs down the alley, opens up his shirt, up, and away he goes. Wonder Woman, she's got that spin cycle laundry thing. She just twirls and bam, she's in her costume. The Flash, he's got super speed. He's got the ring, the costume pops out, and off he goes. What does a guy like Peter Parker do? All right, hear me out. Think about all the things that Peter has to take with him when he leaves his apartment. He has to wear his costume underneath his clothes. He's got to bring his mask, his gloves, his booty socks, both web shooters, the belt with the extra web cartridges and that flashlight spotlight thing, and his camera. I don't know about you, but I leave my house every day, get in my car, and I realize I left my cell phone inside. The most important thing that I need when I venture out into the world is inside, charging on the night table. Is it safe to say that sometimes like Peter forgets like a web shooter? Like he's on the subway and he's like, damn it, I forgot one of my web shooters. And he has to go back and get it, right? You can't just like one hand web sling. Like, I don't care if you could stick to walls, you're gonna like kill yourself. I don't know if you've ever witnessed a crime before, but it happens pretty fast. Think about all the movies you've ever seen that had a bank robbery in it. The robbers come busting in and they're like, this is a robbery. Nobody be a hero. Your money's insured. And there's always some guy who's just like yelling out the time. 30 seconds. Peter has to like find a hiding spot so like he can change his clothes and put on his costume. And then he has to set up his camera. Now let's go on a little side note. Peter Parker makes a living selling photos of himself fighting crime as Spider-Man. So what he does is he webs his camera to like a fire escape or a light pole and he puts it on auto shoot and it takes perfect in frame, in focus pictures of him fighting crime. And then when he finally does bust out on the scene, he makes a very flamboyant entrance. He's like, it's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Thwip, 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 thwip. Where is everybody? Where are all the bank robbers? Where did they go? They're gone. They're literally back at their secret hideout counting the money as we speak. You took too long to get changed. What does Peter do during the summer? Have you ever seen Peter Parker wear a pair of shorts? I love it when Peter is with Aunt May and like something jumps off. He like locks her in a broom closet and then he does a Spider-Man thing. And then afterwards, Aunt May is like, Peter, where were you? And Peter's like, oh, I went to go get help from a policeman and some debris fell, hit me in the head, knocked me unconscious behind that dumpster. Why? What's going on? What happened? And Aunt May's like, oh, that horrible Spider-Man was here. And Peter's like, he was? Aunt May is an idiot. Has anyone checked to see if Aunt May's a mutant? Does she have a healing factor? Because I kind of feel like she should have been dead 20 years ago. Because she's really old. Another big costume change, and honestly, I hate myself that this thought has crossed my mind. Like, it just drives me crazy because I'm so obsessed with comic books. These are the things that I think about. But the Incredible Hulk. Bruce Banner is like this puny scientist who, when he gets mad, turns into this 10-foot-tall raging monster of muscle. His shirt rips, his shoes explode, but his pants rip conveniently right at the knees, making a nice pair of capri shorts. I don't know. Is there something in purple pants that we don't know about? Unstable molecules? They did just rip right at the knees? Here's my thing. Why isn't the Hulk naked? Look, I know you can't have naked in the comic books because kids read them, but when the Hulk smashes, he should be hanging dong. Don't judge me. You know I'm right. I don't know why, but this makes me happy. Honestly, I don't care. You can shoot laser beams out of your butt. I love comic books. If you have any other examples of superhero tropes, share them in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video, thwip that like button. Check out my channel, Krakens Comics, for more videos on all things nerd. Peace! I'm actually throwing up the peace sign. You can't see it. I'm sorry, Aunt May. I love you.